Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Cowboys starting playmaker in danger of being trade bait, says analyst. The Dallas Cowboys waited well into the NFL offseason to address the wide receiver position, but the team's sizable trade for George Pickens could spell trouble for some veterans on the roster. Pickens will likely slide into the team's WR2 role alongside CeeDee Lamb. Beyond these two receivers, questions surround how the Cowboys' depth chart will shake out. Jonathan Mingo, Jalen Tolbert, Kevontae Turpin, Paris Campbell and Ryan Flournoy are among the veterans who will be fighting for snaps. In some cases, these wideouts could also be battling for a roster spot in training camp. USA Today's KD Drummond suggests that the Cowboys' acquisition of Pickens may mean the franchise will look to trade Tolbert. Tolbert aligned as both an X and AZ last year, but with Pickens' addition, he is more likely destined for a more clearly defined role as AZ, Drummond wrote in a May 8, 2025, story titled, Jobs in Jeopardy. George Pickens' trade puts these Cowboys wideouts on notice. That is, if he is on the club. The composition of the wideout unit hints that Tolbert could become trade bait as he enters the final year of his rookie contract. Dallas spent a 2025 fourth-round pick to acquire Jonathan Mingo from Carolina last season. Mingo is a much different body type than any other receiver in the Cowboys' WR core. Lamb and Pickens stand 6'2" and 6'3", respectively, and both check in at 200 pounds. Tolbert is 6'1" and 195 pounds, while Ryan Flournoy is the same height and 200 pounds, though visually and playstyle-wise is a much thicker wideout. After a slow start to his NFL career, Tolbert's third year became the wideout's breakout season. Tolbert posted career-high numbers with 49 catches for 610 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns in 2024. The wideout played in all 17 games for Dallas in 2024, making 15 starts. Now, Tolbert will be fighting to be the Cowboys' WR3 given the addition of Pickens. If Tolbert is indeed used as trade bait, what could the wide receiver net Dallas via trade? It is difficult to imagine Tolbert landing more than a future Day 3 draft pick. With such a low potential return, the Cowboys may be wise to keep Tolbert given wide receiver has not been a position with massive depth for Dallas in recent years. Tolbert is heading into the final season of a 4-year, $5.10 rookie contract. This reality does not help Tolbert's trade value with the playmaker in line for a new deal. As for Pickens, the newest Cowboys receiver sounds excited to play alongside Lamb. Dak Prescott may be even more thrilled as the quarterback will have a bit more weapons to utilize in 2025. It excites me a lot, because in the game of football, we can work off each other, Pickens said of Lamb, per DallasCowboys.com. There's no, oh he gets the ball, I get the ball, we're working off each other. That's why I always come back to building a winning culture, and that's kind of what we've been talking about in Dallas. Tyler Smith puts Cowboys on notice with calculated power play. The Dallas Cowboys finally got Dak Prescott a proven number 2 wide receiver when they traded for George Pickens. A new cornerback wouldn't hurt, but the next order of business for the front office has to be getting their contract extension ducks in a row. Micah Parsons' negotiations could extend well into the summer, but Dallas has myriad other extension-eligible players on the roster. The list is headlined by left guard Tyler Smith, cornerback Darren Bland and kicker Brandon Aubrey. With back-to-back Pro Bowls and a second-team All-Pro nod in 2023, Smith has established himself as one of the best guards in football and is only getting better. He's in line to get a potentially market-setting extension whenever Jerry Jones and company decided to initiate negotiations. With talks hopefully around the corner, Smith has made a notable power play. The Fort Worth native has joined Athletes First and will be represented by Joe Panos and Todd France. Smith joins a long list of Cowboys who are represented by Athletes First. They have negotiated record-setting deals for Dak Prescott and will soon do so for Parsons. In addition to Prescott and Parsons, Bland and Aubrey are also represented by the agency. The Cowboys should have a good idea of what Smith wants in his new deal after the Eagles inked standout left guard Landon Dickerson to a 4-year, $84 million contract last offseason. "We want him to be a Cowboy long-term." Micah Parsons' contract talks gets honest direction from Cowboys GM Stephen Jones. Micah Parsons' contract extension was recently discussed by Stephen Jones, the executive vice president of the Dallas Cowboys. Jones stopped by Mad Dog Radio on Monday and opened up about his opinion on Parsons' contract extension. Jones seemed pretty positive about the defensive end's contract, despite nothing solid coming from the team as of yet. Parsons has been with the Dallas Cowboys since 2021 and managed 30 solo tackles with 12 sacks in the 2024 NFL season. Parsons is still on his rookie contract with the Cowboys and will hope to make more money from the team with his contract extension. "I've never been one to crystal ball when contracts get done. That's just a work in progress. But obviously our goal is to, and we have visited at times with Micah, and our goal is to get him here. And I think Micah wants to be a Cowboy, and we want him to be a Cowboy long-term," Stephen Jones said about Micah Parsons' contract extension with the Dallas Cowboys on Mad Dog Radio. Micah Parsons' contract negotiations have been going on for quite some time, but it looks like the Cowboys are not ready to throw in the towel with the defensive end yet. After their performance in the previous NFL season, the Cowboys will need every bit of help to up their rankings in the upcoming year. Micah Parsons' team owner, Jerry Jones, did say some time back that the Dallas Cowboys would be all in to win, basically meaning that the team would do anything to win in the next NFL season. While the team fans interpreted it as the team would be making back-to-back moves in the offseason, Jones seems to be meaning something quite different. In this NFL offseason, Jones' Dallas Cowboys have been pretty slow and deliberate when it comes to making decisions. The team definitely made several changes to their coaching staff and additions and subtractions to their roster. However, it is also true that the Cowboys have been much slower than other teams. Perhaps, the same goes with Micah Parsons' contract as well for the Dallas Cowboys. Whatever their process may be, it is also true that the team will definitely need Micah Parsons in their upcoming NFL season. Parsons has contributed plenty to the team since he joined the Cowboys in 2021, and Jerry Jones will not be ready to let go of the player without a fight. And you, fan? What do you think about DJ Reader's situation? Write to us in the comments.